Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Mosey back with another video today. And today I have something different to show y'all, because I usually be showing you art or some music. But today I've been working on something lately that is a little different than my normal expression. I've been basically sculpting these rocks, and I've been finding them and basically just taking a hammer and chisel to them and smoothing them out and sculpting them in a way that I like. And I did it with this one. I did it with this one too. I like this one. It's really pretty to me. I don't know. I've been trying to find different, more unique ways to express myself lately. It's been helping a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Today's video is the 8th video. It's the Scorpio video. Which is 8 is a powerful number to me, because my number is 826, but like 6 plus 2 is 8. It's the highest number in 826, you know what I mean? It's the highest number, so it's an important number to me. But necessarily, I feel like the number 8 also represents my mom in a way, while the number 6 represents me, and the number 2 is my brother. And I think that's accurate. And y'all may y'all may hear that right now. That's my mom. She just played the piano. I hope she continues to play, because she plays by ear just like me, actually. And she doesn't always be playing as much as I do, but when she does, it is quite a delight, because she plays by ear as well. And yeah, and I made this other rock too. I sculpted this little one. I like this one a lot too. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. It's quite lovely. I wanted to mention where I've been getting most of my wisdom from. Most of my, like, especially earthly knowledge. And before I show y'all that, I want to mention something from what I'm about to show you too, like a little quote. And it's basically, we are one among many. And to think of it like that is important, because we are individual. As we control ourselves, we control our reality in a way, in our own little way. We might not realize it, but we do. And it's not only that, though. We are individual as much as we are many. We are many individuals. We are not just like one unified force in a way, because we're all so different. But we can't. It doesn't mean we can't unify, because we still can. We still definitely can. But I guess it's just difficult with so much difference. We're almost like put here to, you know, have so much troubles, have it be easier to be against each other than to work together. It's almost easier to just be against somebody because they think differently, or because they are different. And that's not right. Even if the way they think differently, even if it's different in a negative way, we have to have a certain respect for them in order to have a certain respect for ourselves, and to control our reactions. Because if we react to, you know, somebody else being different in a negative way, whether it's directed towards us or people we care about, or something we care about, in that moment it's depending on our reaction too. It's not just the fact that it's unjust what they're doing, or it's negative what they're doing, and you don't appreciate it. It's something that it's still your obligation to control your reaction in a way. I think that's important to remember, because we are not our thoughts. We are our reactions to our thoughts. We are the thing observing our thoughts, and our thoughts are just, it is what it is. Because our human mind, our human brain is a tool that we can use to our advantage, but it is also a tool that can take advantage of us. It can take advantage of us, and it does for a lot of people. It's a lot easier to, in a way, just like give your mind all that power and not realize that you have the power within you, and that you are separate from your mind, because you truly are. And it's important to remember that. I feel like in our society, in dominant society as a whole, we tend to get lost in the world of distractions because there's so much distractions in this world. You know what I mean? There's so many things we can focus on. There's so many things we can get distracted with. And some of those things give the illusion that they are benefiting you, or that they are helping you, or that they are for you. But not everything is for you. Everything exists, but not everything is for you. You know what I mean? I think it's important to accept that not everything is for us. Some things are. Some things most definitely are. The things that make us feel the most like ourselves, those things are for us. However, the things that take us away from our purpose and mission, the things that take us away from ourself and the way we express ourselves, those are distractions. You know, those are distractions. Those are things that throw us off course. They don't put us on course to achieving what we want to achieve, what we dream to achieve. But anyways, I'm gonna show y'all the book basically that I've been reading lately. It's a collection of native wisdom by the Eagle Man, Ed McGaw. And he's also the author of Mother Earth Spirituality, which I have yet to read. But I've read other books basically similar to this. It's just like native wisdom and just wisdom with learning how to be in harmony with the earth. A book that I have read a little bit of too that I still need to finish. I'm gonna be for real, y'all. I don't want to make it appear that I'm like some scholar that reads books like with all my time and shit, and then I get this shit done. Because honestly, bro, this book has taken me so long to get to where I am. I don't even think I'm halfway. I'm so close to halfway. I'm like a little bit, you know what I mean? But I don't be reading that often. I personally like comic books and manga and like graphic novels more, because of that visual element, you know what I mean? But these books are still very important to read. Like, I be reading this book in particular to ground myself in the present moment when I feel like I'm a little lost. I'm just like, you know what? I should read this. I should read this book. And it's called Nature's Way. And it's just about a collection of lessons that you can learn from observing nature, from observing our Mother Earth. You know, you can learn so many things that you can apply to our human world, that you can apply to our human society, just by looking at nature a certain way, just by looking at nature the way it wants to be looked at. And do you want to know the way that nature wants to be looked at? It just wants to be looked at with a sense of appreciation and love that is devoted, that is true, and that is harmonious. That's all that it wants. And it can be hard if we're trapped in a lot of cycles, I feel like, that distract us from nature and distract us from our present moment. It will only get harder, like the more we go on with those cycles. It will only get harder to break free from them. And that's hard to remember, but it's important to remember too. Whether it's thought cycles, whether it's things we do, actual actions that we make that don't really help our character. The things that don't align with who we are, who we want to be, who we know that we are. Because you are the only person that's going to know you 100%. Like 100%, you are the only person. You got to remember that. It's hard to remember that. It's easy to forget it. But another thing I'd like to mention, I've mentioned it in a lot of my past videos too, but it's basically, life is not going to get easier. You are only going to get stronger. And that's very accurate. Once you really get on that self-growth like journey, once you get on that journey and realize that your mistakes are for a reason too, and realize that you can accept who you are, even the parts of yourself that you view negatively, you can accept those parts of yourself. And by accepting those parts, you are embracing change. You're embracing the ability to change that eventually. Because it's not going to happen overnight, period. It's not going to happen overnight. Just like I said with my last video, I believe I talked a little bit about manifestation. It's not going to happen overnight. It's just not. I mean, a lot of people will think that it will, in a way. It'll be like, our dreams, you know, I put so much work in yesterday, tomorrow's going to be everything I could ever imagine. And it might not always be that way, because life is a long journey, and it's supposed to be long. It's supposed to be never ending in a way. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of us will get lost in our own imagination in a way. Lost in how we are perceiving our own issues or what we are going through. And we'll get lost in that mindset of worrying about things that aren't really in reality, aren't really attuned to what you're actually going through. And of course, it's understandable to worry in moments of immorality, because there's a lot of that in our world now. There's a lot of people in this world with a lot of intentions. Everybody has their own intentions, and I get that. But we gotta try our best, in a way, to see and appreciate what we can. And I'm certainly not gonna judge somebody that either fears their life or is not happy with their life. People who are living through, like, war and horrible acts of immorality that they have no control over. I'm not gonna judge those people, and I'm not gonna, think that it's all up to them and it's their obligation to appreciate still in those moments. In those moments, it's more of a survival. In those moments, it's definitely more of like a survival. Like, I'm protecting what I can in this moment, and that's all I can do. As unfortunate as it is, that is what it is, because we're so overpopulated. A lot of us are starting to see the effects, I guess, of what we have done leading up to now, in a way. You know what I mean? What? No, I'm not done. It's okay. Don't worry about it, y'all. But anyways, like, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. It's okay. That's the human brain, though. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. That's the human brain. We'll be focused on one thing, and then something else happens, and then we'll be focused on another thing, because that's the human brain. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but it might take me a little while to get back to that. But as of now, I would like to talk about something else. I would like to talk about something else. It's about seeing that mindset, though, that one among many mindset of knowing that you're an individual, knowing that you're responsible for what you are responsible for, but also knowing what is out of your control. Other people's actions are out of our control. That's something that's out of our control. We can't really try to go out of our way to change another person, as hard as it can be. I personally have gone out of my way a lot in my life to change people in positive ways. You can do it either way. You can do it negatively or positively, but in a way, it's not your obligation to do so. I know. I feel like a lot of people think that it's their obligation to bring karma upon something or somebody. And we gotta leave that up to the universe, because we don't want to be associated with that energy. If you don't want anything to do with that energy or those kind of people, then you must start respecting what you can about them, I guess. Respecting what you can about them for you, ultimately. It won't feel that way when you're doing it. It will feel like you're just trying to see the good in those people, in a way, but you don't really have to see the good or bad in them. You just have to respect that they are on this earth for a reason, and that they are here, and that they share a life just as you do, in a way. What they are choosing to do with their life is their choice, and that's factual. We can't really control that. What we can control is what we do. What we can control is what we think, how we view our lives, and what we need to do, our purpose and our mission. That's what we can do. But what we can't do, we cannot focus on other people like that. You know what I mean? We cannot do that. But, y'all, I appreciate you so much, and y'all better know how valuable you are. you better know how valuable you are, because it is very true. A lot of people will, think of their past self a lot and think of, oh, how horrible was I back then? How many horrible things have I done leading up to this moment? It's so negative. How many negative ways I thought, actions that I did, ways that I felt. There is no past self to overcome. And I learned that from Profound Pondering, to quote him again, and to give him a little shout out because I love him and I love his content. But there is no past self to overcome. I feel like a lot of us think that there is, and that there, in a way that there should, like, I don't know, I feel like people just view their own, like, growth journeys in a forceful way, in a forceful manner. Like, they will want to grow and change, but not in a way that they're looking out for themselves, in a way that is like, they feel like this is my obligation to do so. You are a human being. It is your obligation to live. And that's about it. You have so much free will and so much potential that it goes infinite in both ways. It goes infinite in light, it goes infinite in dark, it goes infinite in negative, it goes infinite in positive. What you choose to do is what you choose to do ultimately. I'm not trying to force anybody to feel a certain way or to do a certain thing in their life. I just want people to feel valuable and feel like they are able to express themselves in a world that is meant for you to not do so. In a world where it is usually looked down upon to express yourself authentically. It is usually looked down upon, or it is usually persecuted against you to express yourself the way that you are and were always meant to do. Don't worry about what nobody else thinks. Don't worry about whether dominant society accepts your ways of expression. If you know that what you are doing is in tune with your character and who you are, what you are doing not only does not hurt you, but does not hurt nobody else, does not hurt nature, does not hurt your surroundings. If you know that, deep down you know that, because you're the only one who can really know that and really, really trust that and believe that. Other people can believe that and put their trust into that, but you are the only one who can truly know where you are coming from with your actions, with your decisions, the way that you think about things. So we got to keep that in mind. And that's why we got to treat ourselves like we are our own best friend, because that automatically is important. Very important. A lot of people will be like, oh my God, I'm on this self-growth journey. I'm gonna ridicule myself for my past things or things that I did today that are in the past, because that's past shit. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be ridiculing themselves. And that's not good. You can't force that. You can't force your self-growth. You know what I mean? It's so easy. It's so easy to ridicule yourself. It really is. It's so easy. It's so easy to just be like, damn, I didn't like that I did that, or I could have done that a lot better, and since I didn't, I'm kind of upset with myself. But you got to realize that because there is equal potential in both ways, there's equal intensity. Because of that fact, we are able to do anything in this life, in a way. Anything that we choose to do. And if we feel that our own actions aren't in tune with our character, and that they do not make us feel like we are ourselves, then it may be time to rethink what we are doing and how we are feeling about our actions. It may be time to rethink of our potential and what we can truly achieve with time and consistency and love and feeling, because it's all about feeling. It's all about feeling. Humans, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Feeling things on a level that, I don't think other creatures or beings can experience. And being grateful that we are humans and that we can feel that way and that we can do something to express that feeling. A lot of animals and stuff, like a lot of creatures, probably envy that ability that we have to be able to express ourselves. So why don't we appreciate it? Why don't we take advantage of the fact that we can, and that we should, and that we are what we are? Simple, y'all, simple. But anyways, I hope y'all like the fit today. I got the V jacket on. It's buttoned up because I don't really like the shirt underneath. I personally don't feel like the colors match, but I'm also colorblind, so who the fuck knows? But anyways, bro, the V, it's got the V, and it's got the skull, right, with the flowers on it. It's got skulls and flowers all over it. And I'm wearing this in particularly today because it's my 8th video, being my Scorpio video. Being Scorpio being the sign of death and regeneration. Regeneration being the flowers, death being the skull. V is my favorite letter of the alphabet, period. So I love this. I just love this jacket. And I'm going to be styling some shit with it. I know I'm about to go back to school on Tuesday. People ain't even going to know that I got so much, like, I got a lot of clothes that I'm so grateful for. Because everything that I picked out was in tune with who I am and how I express myself authentically. I didn't look at a certain thing and be like, how is somebody else going to feel about that? How is other people going to think about that fashion choice? I picked it out because I was like, damn, that fits with my art, that fits with my visions and shit, that fits with everything that I feel I identify myself with. So I'm gonna get it. The fuck? I'm gonna get that. That's mine. There you go. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all. As I always do, as I always will. Whether you got to this moment or not, thank you. Thank you for realizing that these videos don't really need to be cut. They don't need to be edited. They don't need to have these motherfucking captions at the bottom going, you know what I mean, all across. Bruh, videos be doing that all the time now. That kind of, it doesn't upset me by any means. And it can be helpful to some people to, like, know what is happening and, like, to stay along course and stuff. But I feel like, bruh, in reality, bruh, we ain't gonna have captions talking to people. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna be talking to people and having captions appear in front of our eyes and stuff. And captions are very important too for people who are, especially people who are deaf and cannot hear. Those are very important. But I mean, nowadays I feel like content on YouTube and other social media platforms, there's all kinds of certain things that people specifically do to try to gain attention, to try to gain people, making them more money inevitably. And if you think of it that way, you are not really gonna, you'll get what you're looking for, but you won't get it in an authentic way, so it will not last long. Period. It will not last long. Doing things in an authentic, original way, a unique way that goes almost against things that are against you, in a way. Just doing things that are naturally tailored to your existence and naturally to your character and how you view yourself, you know, that's important. Expression is important, y'all. And I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and you are valuable. Every single one of you are valuable. Like I said, whether you got to this moment or not, whether you watched a little bit of this video, looked at the timer and said, damn, this shit's way too long, I'm clicking out of this, I'm gonna go watch something else. That's fine with me. I still value and appreciate you. Genuinely, I have respect for you too. I really do. Even though you probably wouldn't even hear me saying this. That's okay. I still feel that way. I feel that respect. I put it out into the world. It'll be noticed by somebody. Whether it's noticed by them or not, it'll be noticed by somebody. So, and it's noticed by me. It's recognized by me, and that's the most important thing. But y'all, make sure to keep pursuing your dreams no matter what anybody else says. Keep pursuing them. Keep pursuing them, please. Please and thank you. And look forward to the new video on Wednesday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might do another piano recording in there. I don't know, y'all. I don't know yet. A lot of these videos, I just freestyle a lot, so it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. But anyways, yes, have a wonderful rest of your day. And happy Easter, y'all, too. I'm going to say that, too, because it's Sunday. Happy Easter. I should have probably said that in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. But happy Easter, everybody. And I hope that you are enjoying this day with your family and appreciating what you can. Have a good day, y'all.